Top three things in my notebook this morning. Number one, month end. Number two, bubbles. And number three, U.S. housing. So first on month end, it is month end. It is also today you're going to get the Q1 GDP number. Actually, it just came out. Look at that. It went down by what, 75% versus the peak of last year when we were bullish on growth accelerating. No, it wasn't just the weather. Growth is going to slow throughout the year, and no, consensus is not right on 3% growth. So month end is going to give you a few things, a low volume levitation to lower highs for the NASDAQ, for the Russell, and again, just a realization that inflation slows growth. So just keep that in the back of your mind as you think about everything else. Now, point number two, bubbles. If you don't know what a bubble looks like, Jeremy Pink, you can go to the chart. The chart says Twitter. Is that not, I mean, isn't that a thing of beauty? The Wall Street Journal this morning says that they are cautious on Twitter. Thanks for coming out. I mean, seriously, this stuff at this point, whether it's Twitter, Yelp, Facebook, these are the names that we don't like. Hisham doesn't like two of them. I don't like one of them. I don't like actually all three of them. We'll have a little discussion about this, but these are bubbles, okay? And the bubbles are going pop, pop, bang. That's just like Cinderella Man if you never saw it. Jimmy Braddock, great movie. Housing. Another thing, this is getting a little hairy here, guys. A little hairy. Christian Drake and Josh Steiner. MBA purchase applications index, refis and purchase apps, down 6% this week after being down 3% last week. Number one, that's a year-to-date low. Number two, that's happening with interest rates falling. And number three, that's just a certified disaster. So, I mean, you can say, like I think Mark Zandi said, not to name names, he said this morning, ignore the number. Why don't we just ignore all the numbers? And pray the GDP is going to be 3% by the end of the year, which, of course, prayer is not a risk management process. So those are your top three things.